My student, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello to all. For 8 weeks from today until early of October, we have to learn to live in new norm post-COVID-19, which the online learning has been implemented to ensure smooth process of teaching and learning. For that, all lecturers has tried their best to ensure all material has been delivered to the student. So please give us your fully cooperation to make this process go smoothly. We wish all of you a very good luck and see you in coming October. Hello my student, welcome to the part 2 of Partnership Taxation. In this part, you are going to learn about the computation aspect. What you must know is, number 1, you should know how to calculate provisional adjusted income (PAI). Number 2, you should know how to calculate divisible income (DI). Number 3, you should know how to calculate statutory income for each partners. And number 4, you should know how to allocate capital allowance or donation for each partner. Alright class, so these are the format that you should remember so you can answer this topic very well. Okay, so the format is non-different like a business income. Last semester you have been learning it, but there are some part that that is additional like this, some part that additional regarding to the partner expenses here. Okay, so you must add any item non-allowable or allowable that not recorded yet. Okay, you should deduct it with other income. Okay, so you should deduct it with double deduction (DD), and then you get the provisional adjusted income. Okay, so this is where the difference come from business income formatting. Okay, you get the provisional adjusted income, and then you deduct back all expenses that involve partners income and partners expenses. Okay, so then you will get divisible income. Okay, right, so please jot down, take a note. Okay, take a note and then try to remember this format. Okay, when the time goes by, then I hope that you can remember this format. Okay, so these are the part which you need to compute the statutory income for each partner. What I meant is each partner. Look at here, each partner. So if the partnership has 10 members, so there will be A, B, C, D, E until 10 members. Okay, 10 partners. So this example just shown 3 partner, but the minimum partner is 2, isn't it? 2 to 20. Okay, so if you get 20 partners, so you should divide it to 20 partners. Okay, so the computation of statutory income is for each partner. So what are the format? Okay, so you should put all the remuneration, all the income that each partner receive from the partnership. Okay, right, so you will get adjusted income, and then you add back with balancing charge, none different than the business income. Okay, you less any balancing allowance and capital allowance also. Okay, then you will get statutory income of partnership business. Alright, so let's have a look at the example for first situation when there are no changes in partnership. Okay, these are the profit and loss account of Ocean Company for the year ended 31st December 2019. So these are all the profit and loss, which is the income or the expenses that have been provided by Ocean and Company for each partner. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to find what are the question required you to do. Okay, so the question need you to compute the provisional adjusted income PAI for Ocean and Company. However, in these exercises, we are going to do until the statutory income. Okay. So there are 3 steps that you should remember or you should do before you answer each question regarding to the partnership taxation. What are there is, first, you are going to determine the working period for each partner in current year assessment. So in this situation, the current year assessment is on 2019. So you have to find out how many months that each partner working in 2019. Second is, you have to identify the PSR for each partner. Usually, the PSR part will be under the additional information or in binding letter, which is it provide you here. Profit sharing ratio. Okay, number 2, you have to calculate PAI, provisional adjusted income, the divisible income and statutory income. And number 3, you have to know how to allocate any donation if there are any information here. So let's find out, is there any information regarding the donation? Gross profit, operating expenses, revenue, expenditure. So there are no information regarding donation, but there are an information regarding the capital allowance here. Okay, so you should know how to allocate the capital allowance for each partner. Alright, so let's do the exercise together. So number 1, you should know how to determine the working period for each partner in current year. So there are 2 partners, Amy and Anna. So there are no changes in partnership, which is there are no other person in or out from the partnership. So they have been together. They have been worked together for 12 months. 12 months for Amy and 12 months for Anna, which is complete a 1-year cycle. So number 2, you have to determine the PSR part. So here the PSR part, you are going to put it here for Amy and for Anna. Okay. Okay. So Amy is 1 quarter, Anna is 3 quarter. Okay. So number 1 is settled. Okay. So we already answer the part 1. It's complete. Okay, then we are going to answer the number 2, compute PAI, DI and statutory income. To answer the PAI, we have to look at the Sochi part. Okay, you have to identify for any non-allowable expenses, any income or expenses that partnership has been paid for partners. So anything regarding to the partners, you have to calculate it under PAI. Okay. Alright, so you have to put some title in here. So it's much better. Okay. So the title that I've been used is Computation of Adjusted Income and Divisible Income for each partner. Okay. Alright, so we are going to do some additional or subtract back regarding to the Sochi part. So here, okay, there are an information regarding the net profit before taxation. So we are going to put it here. Okay, if it a loss income, we are going to put in the minus part. So we type it here. 31,800 ringgit. Oh. Okay. Alright. 31,800 ringgit. So we are going to find out for any expenses regarding to the partners part. Okay. As in this Sochi, you have to identify for anything regarding to the partners and anything regarding to the non-allowable expenses. Okay. Alright, so there are an information regarding to revenue expenditure. So usually this is for partnership, so okay. Alright, so allowable. Interest on capital usually is for partners, okay. So we have to put it here. Okay, we have to put it here for partners. Depreciation is not allowable because depreciation is for accounting part, but in taxation we are going to give them capital allowance. And there are some information regarding to the private expenses of partners. So we are going to put it in here. Okay, so we already put this net profit before taxation here, and the capital allowance part. The capital allowance part, we are going to allocate it to each partner. Okay. Right. Okay, let's continue. Alright, for the first part of partner salary, Amy and Anna, we are going to look at the binding letter, which is there already an information regarding to each partner's salary. So just put it here. 5,000 for Amy, 5,000 for Anna, and then we are going to accumulate it here. And then number 2 about the private expenses, so we are going to copy it also here. 500 for Amy, 1,500 for Anna, and then also the information regarding to the interest on capital, so we are going to put it here too. For Amy, 500 ringgit. For Anna, 700 ringgit. So the accumulated is 1,200 ringgit. So it's settled for each partner's income. Alright, so we have to add back for any non-allowable, as I told you already. Okay, there is a depreciation which is not allowable. So we have to add it back in here. Okay. So the depreciation would be 5,000 ringgit. So how much is the total of PAI? 50,000. Okay, 50,000 is the amount of PAI. So what? So we already get the amount of PAI. Now we are going to get the amount for divisible income. So we already get the amount of PAI. Now we are going to get the amount for divisible income. Okay, DI. So what are we going to do is we are going to subtract all expenses that regarding to the partner. Okay, so the first step we are going to deduct partner salary. We are going to deduct it here. The private expenses and the amount of interest on capital. Okay, so let's fill out the amount. Okay, so then we are going to minus the PAI, deduct with all of the item under section 55 subsection 3 here. Then we are going to get the amount of divisible income, which is amounted of 36,800 ringgit. Okay, so we already settled how to calculate the PAI, and now we are going to we already calculate the divisible income, and then we are going to do the statutory income for each partners. Okay, so I love you to do. I'm great if you can do like this. There are a working calculation sheet that you are going to use for the. Sorry, a little bit messy. I'm going to repair it. Okay. I love if I'm very grateful if you can do some working calculation sheet like this, but actually it depends on your lecturer on how to write it up, as long as you can do the allocation of divisible income. Okay, so let's have a look at the divisible income amount. Okay, so we are going to divide the divisible income to each partner. How are we going to do that? Okay, so we are going to divide by using the profit sharing ratio as in agreement. Okay, so we are going to do right like this. Okay, for Amy, the profit sharing ratio is 1/4 times by 36,800. Okay, for Anna, the PSR is 3/4 times 36,800. So the amount of DI for each partner is 9,200 for Amy and Anna for 27,600 ringgit. Okay, if you are not sure whether you have divided the divisible income in the correct amount, these are the total amount that will be same as divisible income. Okay, so remember the divisible income, you have to allocate it by using the PSR. Okay, by using the PSR. Yeah, 1/4, 3/4. Remember that. Okay, so number 3, we are going to allocate the capital allowance amount. Okay, how are we going to do that? Okay, so the capital allowance will be allocated for those who are in the partnership at the end of accounting year. Okay, at the end of year assessment. For in this situation, Anna and Amy has been in partnership for 12 months until the end of year assessment. So both Amy and Anna will receive the capital allowance by using what? By using the same PSR as above. Okay, so how are we going to allocate it? Okay, 1/4 times 5,000 ringgit as in the question here. Okay. Okay. Right, so the amount will be 1,250 for Amy and Anna 3,750 ringgit for Anna. Okay, class, so these are the last part of the computation aspect, which is about the statutory income for partner. As a proper way, you should put a title here so your lecturer can identify which part are you going to calculate of. Okay, class, so what are the content that have under the statutory income part? Okay, so any expenses that partnership have been given to each partner would be stated under statutory income. Okay, so first of all, there are a salary part, there are about the private expenses for each partner part, interest capital for each partner, divisible income allocation. Okay, so what amount that we are going to put in that? Okay, for the salary part, we already calculate it up here. Okay, we already give to each partner amount here. So we are going to copy it under the statutory income. Okay. So the salary amount would be 5,000 for Amy, 5,000 for Anna, 500 for Amy, 1,500 for Anna in partner private expenses. Okay, interest on capital, the amount would be 500 for Amy, 700 for Anna. The divisible income allocation would be here. You're going to put in here. Okay, for each partner. 9,200 for Amy, 27,200 for Anna. So the total amount of adjusted income would be 15,200 for Amy, 3,400, 8,000 for Anna. So before we get the end of the amount of statutory income, we are going to deduct it with capital allowance allocation. We already calculate it above here. Okay, so you just put the amount back under here. Okay, so 1,250 for Amy, 3,750 ringgit for Anna. So we are going to finish it by the total amount of statutory income would be 13,950 for Amy and 31,050 ringgit for Anna. So yes, we already complete what are the questions needed you to do. So you might have to do some more exercises so you can get a more perspective to calculate the statutory income part. Alright, so as I've told you that the formatting on how to calculate the working calculation sheet here, it really depends on your lecturer on how they want you to put the working process up. Okay, but the important thing, the amount of statutory income would be the same on however you are going to put it up, but the amount of statutory income should be the same. Okay, so again, this is an example for first situation when there are no changes in partnership. Okay, so in part 3, you are looking to second situation when there is a changes in partnership, and you have to understand what happened, what are the difference between first situation and second situation. But the way on how we calculate it in the formatting is the same. Okay, right, so that's all for first situation. So let's have a look at the summarize. Dear student, we already complete to look at the format aspect and computation under no changes in partnership situation. So, at this moment, you should know how to calculate provisional adjusted income PAI, know to calculate divisible income DI, you should know to calculate statutory income for each partner, and you also should know how to allocate capital allowance or donation for each partners. 750 ringgit for Anna.